each the first file, the fire, 3 people perished, including 2 children. And the other one that was down south in District 7, and the other fire is in District 4, where I represent. So they really wanted to have some bill to improve the safety of the mobile home, and because the structure of the mobile home and the tight space in the park is very, very difficult for the fire department to even go in, put out the fire, and very, very easy for the fire to spread to their neighbors. So I do have a mobile home safety bill, was sponsored by San Jose Fire Department, and I'm working with the Red Cross to have those 10-year battery life smoke detector installed on every mobile home in the city of San Jose. So that bill was brought to me from the council member at that time on District 7. And I also have some bills regarding to the emergency preparedness issue. You know, because when I was on the San Jose City Council, the emergency preparedness department during the downfall of our revenue has cut down to the bare bones. There was only one person there for the whole emergency preparedness department. And over the years, I know the budget has getting better, but they're still very, very slow to recover from the loss of their employees in the emergency preparedness department. So they came and asked me to ask for some help, and I do have a budget ask trying to boost up their emergency preparedness department. When we talk about my AB8, I think that was the one that I wanted to increase the mental health services right in every one of our schools. The AB8 says that we require every school have 1 mental health professional for every 600 students. Initially, the bill was presented will require 1 mental health services professionals for every 200 students, and then it got washed down to 400, and now is staying at 600. So this is another thing that I learned being here as an assembly member, is that bill can, because it has a long journey. First, you have to present the bill to the committee, and public can participate in our committee hearing. So once you go to pass the committee, sometimes it's double referred or triple referred, means that the bill will have to go to 2, 3 committees. Once you pass the committee, then the bill will move to the House of Origin. In our case, will move to the assembly floor. And then you take your colleague voted for it. And then if they pass the assembly floor, the same bill will go to the Senate side and go through their committee and before they reach the Senate floor. So because of the long process, and every time when we present the bill to the committee, we can go amend the bill. We can change the content of the bill. So if you look at some of the initial bill language when we first introduced, and when they reach the desk of the governor, it could be totally different and with the same number. So that's kind of a very unique situation here in Sacramento. So, but back to my ABA, is moving out of my assembly floor, at the same time being the service on the school board. I hated those state mandate without money attached to it. So on the separate process, separate than the bill process, we have another budget process. The budget process runs year-round, from January all the way to December. It's totally separate than the bill process. How our budget come along is that Assembly, we have come up with a budget package. You must have heard about the governor's budget package. Yes, he do his May revise, which is out last week. But Assembly, we are working on one of our own budget package, as well as the Senate side. They're working on their Senate budget package. And on June 15th this year, I think it's happened on the Sunday, the big three, which is the Assembly Speaker, our leader, and the Senate Pro Tem from the Senate side, and the governor will sit down and iron out a budget package for the state of California. But all along, we will get given input through the budget committee, through to the speaker, and so hopefully at the end of the year, we have a budget committee, a budget that please nobody. That's nobody. That's pretty much the goal. It's a good process of negotiation. The result is neither party walk away happy, right? So we learned that too, and this is really how our budget process is going. I want to see if the staff are giving me some other note that I can talk about. I mentioned about my daylight saving time bill, and there's my bill to add mental health services. Because I'm an English learner, I believe that, and my district has such a very, very diverse community. I say more than 70 different languages are spoken daily. So language access is very, very important to me. The Medi-Cal, the Human Services Department sending out a whole bunch of notices to all the recipients, but they're all in English. So for those people that don't understand English, that's total waste. So I'm asking some key document, translated in the threshold language in every different county, as well as this safety